Hi, Rompereglas. I wanted to share this video with you as part of, giving you a background about relational presencing, what it is, and how we use it as part of our own healing and as part of our group practice calls. So everything is relational, everything. And the more intimate and connected our relationships are within ourselves, the better, the deeper, the more nourishing our relationships outside of ourselves can be, right? We can only create in our exterior world what we cultivate within us, right? This is why I talk about radically embodied devotion, is because it is possible for us to have a dedicated and committed relationship to our energy system, to our nervous system, to our emotions, to the parts of ourselves, to our shadow, for example. All of these parts can be welcome and accepted and to receive full approval from us. And so the way that I do this is through interoception. Interoception is basically being able to go inside of your body with your intuition, with your vision, right? With your eyes closed, intuitive sight, intuitive vision, whatever you want to call it, into your body. And you do it from a place of your compassionate observer. You can give this whatever name you want to call it. I talk about it as the observer, and I sort of picture it sort of above my head, looking inside of my body and being able to do it from a place of pure approval, compassion, welcoming. Curiosity is a big part of it. So the curiosity gets us out of our judgment. Because oftentimes we go like, oh, why am I feeling that? And we already have like, oh, we're all contracted around it. What I want you to do is to go in from a place of like wonder, like, ooh, what's in here? And to have it be really friendly and open and welcoming. So let's practice this now. So wherever you are, if you're standing or sitting, just give yourself some deep breaths. Just feel into your belly. And I often ask you to breathe into your belly because our culture tends to be chest breathing or chest centric, right? From the diaphragm up. We don't typically live in our pelvises as women. And that may not be true for you. You may live very much in your pelvis. So the breath that you take will be good for your system. My suggestion is to breathe into your belly, into your pussy, into your legs, into your feet, and connect to the ground of Mother Earth beneath you. And so now, as your heels are placed squarely on the ground, I want you to feel like that relationship between you and the earth. And I want to see if you can allow yourself to blend it a little bit. What I mean by that is to have the energy coming up from the ground and coming into your body, and that some of your energy is brought down to the feet and can mix, can combine with the energy, almost like making love, right? There's this intertwining of energy between you and the Mother Earth. So allow yourself to feel that and just notice feelings that are here when you imagine that. And whatever you're feeling, whatever you're sensing in your body, whatever response your body has, just observe it. Just be here with it. Have a relationship to it in which you stay. You don't abandon it. You stay and you are present and dedicated and committed and just so there for it, right? This is what I want you to cultivate within you, is this just deep presence. And it's good to practice this in moments that are benign, where you're not feeling so activated, so that you can practice it for when you are activated, because it is harder to practice it then. So I want you to breathe into your belly and notice reactions. And wherever you feel a sense of contraction, wherever you feel a sense of fear, I won't call it anxiety, I'll just note it as fear, whether it's fear of the unknown or fear of losing control, it doesn't matter. It is just fear. And so I want you to meet that fear with a friendliness. So we meet it with breath. I want you to bring breath to it and create some space around it, right? Because oftentimes we feel something and it's like this. So when you breathe, you create some space around it. And when you create space around it, you can better be with it. You can better observe it. You can have a better relationship with it. So bring breath to it. Let yourself literally sit with it. You can imagine a tiny version of yourself, a little explorer self, sitting next to this part, this reaction that you're having, this emotion that you're having, this response that you're having. And with interoception, when you have your eyes closed, when you are fully present, when you have that attention and focus that is curiosity-based, friendly, open, welcoming, that invites your intuition to speak to you. This is where some really beautiful magic can happen. This is where intuition can unfold and present images, symbols to you. So just stay with it. Stay with it, because the longer you stay, the more will be revealed. This is the beauty of intuition and the beauty of relational presencing. When I have done this exercise before with, in the presence of someone, with a healer, for example, I've often come up against like blocks where it's like, my intuition doesn't want to show me anything, it seems, or I get confused. The confusion, a trust that whatever is surfacing is part of the process, and allow yourself to stay just a little bit longer before you decide that's enough. Because that little bit longer is building capacity. That is what in yoga they sometimes call the warrior path, is being able to be present. And especially if you've grown up in an environment where you have experienced abandonment or you abandon yourself, staying that little bit longer is big. It is huge. And that is something to celebrate. All right. So I'll leave that here. Those are the basic instructions. And I hope that it was helpful to you. And this is something, again, that is probably best to practice when you're not having a big reaction, when you're just having a normal benign day, and you can, and then you get in touch with something. And so it's helpful when you're having a bigger activation that you can be present with that. Okay? All right. Love you, rompereglas. Take care. Bye.